way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Dropping back, it's Beck. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 25, he's got room. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lets it fly. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Dogs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into the end zone. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set, first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run it from the gun. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Going up top on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going. And the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
They'll throw it on first down. Oh, picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. They go to the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Going to try to get it himself. And it's picked off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Offense getting set for first down. To the air, it's Jennings. Unloads it left. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner or Champ Bailey or Keely Ringo and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
From the gun. Trying to get to it. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so it's a two-point conversion attempt. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. And as the ball bounces out of bounds, no dice on the onside kick attempt. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to move it through the air. Rolls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's going to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 6, SMU 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To throw, it's Jennings. They're setting up the screen. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Fires to the right. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to the air one more time. Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU! And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. Off he goes. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. They'll go hurry up here.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll run the bootleg. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half. Got the lead and going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling with it.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Complete in the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. The short hands, it's Daniels. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quickly complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Makes the catch. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to...
Quarterback sneak for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He'll set up to throw. gets it out fast. He's into the end zone, and they'll put 2 more on the board just before halftime. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's dealt. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, SMU 16, Georgia 12.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense starts with a short field. They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bailey. It's a fumble on the play. Deep on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. But a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. And the Dogs moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Beck. Steps away. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Handoff from the gun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make...
Unloads it downfield. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They take the lead with the 6.
Georgia, number 84, halted in the end zone.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Now on the option. The pitch. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Pulls it in. It's Smith. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Georgia 18, SMU 16.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll keep it on the ground. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's going to take off. At the 45 on his way. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He was able to come down with the pass, but not in bounds, so it'll be a turnover on downs.
College footballs.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Back to pass, it's Jennings. He's got the back in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long. There's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you can tell on that pass rush, man, they were coming.
Bought a little time, lets it go.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he makes the grab. And now what a job for a huge gain there. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting. Defensively, you get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking for a gap. It's Etienne. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. Georgia going up tempo. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. He's going up top here late in the game. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end.